Hi everyone. So today we are going to learn about cranial nerve examination. Let's start with first cranial nerve, that is olfactory nerve. Now, whenever you are doing cranial nerve examination, you should know the function of particular cranial nerve. Then you should know how to examine that cranial nerve, and finally you should record the observation in your record book. You should apply that observation into your clinical knowledge. Right? We'll start with the first cranial nerve, that is olfactory nerve. So what is the function of olfactory nerve? Olfactory nerve carries the smell sensation from the nasal mucosa to the olfactory bulb. Now we have to examine that the person can perceive the smell sensation or not. Now let us move to the procedure. Okay. So what are the different substances which act as olfactory stimuli? You need oil of clove, peppermint oil, or tincture of asafoetida. Right? So what you have to do? This is the one bottle which actually carries one olfactory stimuli, one substances. So like you need this type of bottle in which you can have this different type of substances. You have to bring these substances close to the nostril, each nostril with the person's eye closed. Then you should ask the person that whether he or she can perceive the smell sensation or not. Okay, and finally you have to record the observation. Clear? So now we are moving to the actual procedure with the patient. So first, patient should sit comfortably. Explain the procedure to the patient. સુરેશ ભાઈ, મેં તમારી નાકની ટેસ્ટ કરીશ. તમારે આંખો બંધ કરવાની છે અને પછી તમારી આંગળીથી તમારી ડાબી બાજુનું નાક બંધ કરવાનું છે. અને જમણી બાજુના નાકથી હું જે પણ વસ્તુ તમારી નાકની પાસે મૂકીશ અને તમારે સ્મેલ કરવાનું છે. અને તમને શેની સ્મેલ આવે છે મને જણાવવાનું છે. So that is how you have to explain the patient that he has to close his eyes and he has to close his one side nostril. Okay? And with the opposite nostril, he or she has to do the smell sensation. Okay? आँख बंद करो, नाक बंद करो, डाबी बाजू. So as you can see, patient can perceive the smell sensation, that is oil of clove. पाछी आँख बंद करो, डाबी बाजूની નાક બંધ કરો. So patient can perceive this smell as a tincture of asafoetida. Now this procedure is very easy, but you have to follow some precautions. Which precaution you have to take? सुरेश भाई आंखों बंद करो और डाबी बाजू नाक बंद करो. So this precaution you have to take first, that is patient eyes should be closed. Right? Otherwise patient can see which substances they are bringing close to the nostril. So that is the first step, first precaution. Second precaution, suppose we are examining the right nostril, left nostril should be closed. Okay, so patient can only perceive the smell from the right nostril. Okay, always ask the patient whether the patient has any inflammation in the nostril or not. Say for example common cold. If the patient has common cold, that means if you are bringing the substance close to the nostril, still patient cannot perceive the smell sensation because of the nasal blockage. So you have to ask this in the history of the patient. If patient do not have any history of inflammation or common cold like symptoms, then and then you can carry this test further. Right? Fourth precaution, you have to avoid some irritating substance for this test. Say for example ammonium chloride. These substances, they are not acting through the olfactory nerve. Actually these substances like ammonium chloride, they are acting through the trigeminal nerve. So rather than giving the smell, they are actually giving you more irritation. So these are the four precautions you must have to take. Right? Now same thing you have to do in the opposite nostril. सुरेश भाई आंखों बंद करो. જમણી બાજુનું નાક બંધ કરો.
In.
Okay, so patient can perceive this tincture of asafoetida smell. પાછી આંખો બંધ કરો. જમણી બાજુનું નાક બંધ કરો.
Lamukil.
Patient can again perceive this smell of oil of clove. Okay, so that is how you have to carry this taste. Now in this patient can perceive the smell sensation in both the nostril, right? So you can say the patient can perceive the smell sensation in both the nostril or bilaterally, right? So that is how you have to carry this taste. So after the examination, if you find that the person can smell everything normally, that means you have to write integrity of the first cranial nerve is intact, right? Now suppose person may have reduced smell or completely absence of the smell or perverted smell. So different terminology you have to remember. First is anosmia. Now what do you mean by anosmia? Anosmia means complete absence of the smell. In this case, person cannot feel anything. Person cannot feel the sense of smell. The different cause of this anosmia. This anosmia maybe because of tumor of the olfactory bulb or the tumor of the frontal lobe, or you may find this in case of head injury. Okay. Now, second terminology in the applied part is hyposmia. Now, what do you mean by hyposmia? Hypo means decrease, right? So decrease in the smell sensation. Cause are almost same like anosmia. Third terminology, that is parosmia. That means alteration in the smell sensation. Suppose you are bringing tincture of asafoetida close to the nostril and person may feel that smell sensation as oil of clove. That means alteration in the smell sensation, and that is called as parosmia. This type of parosmia you may find in case of mental disorder, or you may find in aura as a feature in aura in epilepsy. Okay. So fourth is the olfactory hallucination. Even if we are not bringing any substance close to the nostrils, still person can feel the smell sensation. So that is, without olfactory stimuli, person can feel the olfaction. That is olfactory hallucination. This you can also find in aura as a feature in aura in epilepsy. Okay, so these are the four terminology you must have to remember. Thank you.